That's the first thing people look at is, what are you going to pay me?
When we offer, we don't start with, here's our health plan,
No.
Or here's our culture.
Yeah.
That's where you start with the
Yeah.
pay. When we find that right faculty member and can
Isn't that
land that offer, you're just like, oh, this is going to be so great for our students.
Right.
You just don't want the really good one to get away.
Again, that's what's good about having good, accurate data and being confident. This is what the market's paying, and this is what our organization is willing to pay for these types of positions.
We think back to 5 years ago when we had hundreds of applicants for a job. That doesn't happen anymore, and will get worse and worse. So we have to get better and better at this.
Right.
We actually had a tool, it was probably out 180 columns making calculations. Very cumbersome type tool, but a lot of it is Excel. And you're using it, bringing in all these different data points, and then you have to make sure that you're actually ending up with the proper data.
We had that costing spreadsheet
Yes.
that had 85 embedded calculations.
Right.
And
One's off, forget it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you wouldn't even know it.
I think the old way, you couldn't explain it as well as you can perhaps now, because you can provide that concrete data, tell them where you got it from, how many different markets.
And that's where Payfactors has been pretty unique and awesome in the fact that their software has about 6,000 jobs that we can benchmark and find a job that's comparable, or we can blend it and get a really good accurate view of what the market's paying that position.
And it is trying to break down some of those barriers and cycles of, well, this is the way we've always done it, kind of an attitude. They started fresh. They're not building on old data points.
Plus you can tailor it to specifically what you want. You can age it forward. You can blend positions. All of the data is right there for all of the different breadths of employees. So we didn't have that before. Before it was all manual. You wanted to see where employee A was, you looked it up.
Being able to share the data is key. And that was one thing coming from the private sector. That was a big change for me, was just how much everybody collaborates together within the tech college system. Having it within Payfactors makes it easier. Us as managers, us as comp people, we're better educated on the positions themselves. So we're fairly confident the data's accurate.
And I think when employees who are already hired come to you and want you to look at their particular position, and you can provide that concrete data to them, I think they're more accepting of it when you can explain how you got there.
It's pretty easy to show people and have them understand it. It's not on a spreadsheet and they're looking at a number and they're going, well, really, what does that mean?
Right.
Within Payfactors, all these things are right there. Put the data in and understand it's doing all those calculations. You're not manually trying to manipulate the system.
I was just so excited about it that I wanted to share it with the other colleges. So that's really was the purpose of my bringing it forward. You guys need to see this. This is really cool.
Knowing we were all struggling.
And even though we are directly involved with the students, we're directly involved with the people who are educating our students, who are making our communities a better place to live.
Yeah.